Hey everybody, Chris Cortese here with Seymour Duncan Television. And no, you're not seeing double. Right next to me is Frank Falbo, resident guitar expert and boy genius behind the pedal we're about to talk about. We're going to talk about the double back compressor. Now this isn't a normal compression pedal, right? I mean, there's a lot of compression pedals on the line, but this one has a few unique features that really separate it and make it stand out.
Most compressors, when they are working, they're really chopping off the top end of your dynamics. So we have a double back circuit in ours. The double back is uncompressed signal being bled back into the compressed signal. That means when I play harder, I don't hit the ceiling. I can actually have notes come out. There's a full range setting. That's just your normal sound blended back into the compressed sound. There's a mid setting. That's kind of a fat mid-range boost, kind of a Texas boost. And then there's a high setting, which I'm going to have it on right now. The high setting brings back all that sparkle, all that pick attack.
Okay, Frank, why don't you play us a little ditty and show us what you're talking about here. Play that song that you wrote for my birthday.
So, you could hear, it sounds good,
Yeah.
you know, but now we're going to turn the double back compressors on, and you'll be able to hear the difference compression makes when it sits inside of a mix. Here we go.
Frank, what is this?
This is a lap steel.
And why is it on a stand? Why is it not in your lap?
Just because some people stand up when they play the lap steel.
Okay. Then it's just kind of like steel.
No, it's a lap steel.
Stand steel.
Yeah.
A steel
this way
pedal.
I can stand up and I can still play the lap steel.
I love it.
What I'm going to do here is I'm using it not just for sustain, but also as a boost, like a solo boost, right? I have the double back knob set to the mids, so when I play harder, I get a nice fat mid-range boost, which you'll hear. I'll start playing without it, and then you'll hear me kick it on in the middle of the tune. 2, 3, 4. If I leave this, it's just going to sustain forever. That's if the double back was off. This is with it on, okay? It's just going to go nuts. Eventually it'll end up in a feedback loop with the amplifier, and that's all because of the extra sustain I get out of the double back compressor.
Frank, compression is one of those things, though, for people that don't realize it, that it's used a lot in music, but a lot of people don't even know that they're hearing it.
Yeah, I mean, the human ear compresses. Okay, a lot of people don't even realize that. As things get louder, to try to protect itself, the human ear actually pushes volumes down. So a lot of times we hear compression as sort of volume or an excitement level. So another thing that it does is it'll actually have notes, help you have notes last longer and sustain longer, which is something that a cranked up tube amplifier will do. What I'm going to do in this section here is we're just going to play it out. I'm going to use the compressor in a bunch of different ways, and you can hear clean tones, dirty tones, single coils, humbuckers, you know, a lot of different kinds of sounds. So there you have it. A bunch of different ways that you can use the double back compressor to make all kinds of different sounds.
I loved it.
Thanks.
This is Frank Falbo and Chris Cortese for Seymour Duncan. Say, go out and get a double back compressor right now. Change your tone, change your life. We'll see you next time.